Welcome to Flying the Metal Flag. Now, Halloween have been a band that have been around for 40 years and have really flown the metal flag high. And I do mean high, and flown it well. And I had the great thrill of talking to Andy, one of the lead vocalists. In fact, they've got three lead vocalists now. And their new album, Giants and Monsters, is a huge release. And it is out now. And I do recommend it. It is a great metal release. And as I said, they're flying the metal flag very high. So strap yourselves in for this interview. I had the great privilege of doing this interview with Ben. So this would have been the first interview that Ben and I did together. So sit back and relax. Enjoy. This is Andy of Halloween on Flying the Metal Flag. G'day, Andy.
Hello,
Ladies.
Ladies.
hello.
No worries, mate.
My apologies for the delay, but we were in the talk chat, blah 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 world, so we lost time.
That's all right,
That's
mate.
fine, mate.
That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. Well,
Where are we?
we'll say Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Where are
Yes.
you now?
We're
Australia.
in Geelong, Australia, in just
Oh,
about an hour away from Melbourne.
okay. Down under again.
Yes, Australia. Yes.
Yeah, super. I'm probably at the opposite of the planet, on the Canary Islands.
Oh, beautiful. In Germany, of course, you're in summer.
Yeah, I'm in on the Canary Islands in Spain. That's
Oh,
what I call my
Spain.
home. Yeah,
Oh,
since a quarter
yes.
of a yes, it's a quarter of a century. I'm back home. I'm home here.
Oh,
I
beautiful.
don't blame you.
Yeah.
No
So
worries.
we don't have
I'm Craig, and
you.
this is Ben.
Hey,
And
Andy.
Oh, no worries.
no,
Oh,
you're
beautiful,
welcome.
Andy. It's an absolute honor to be talking to you, mate. So, first of all, we've got to
Thank you.
congratulate you guys on this new album, Giants and Monsters. I have to
Thank
say,
you.
it is a giant album with some monster tracks, mate.
Cool. I have to keep that. I have to keep that one in mind.
No worries.
It's a great album. From what I've heard, and I've heard the whole thing. Brilliant. I'm very privileged to have heard it, and I thank you, and I thank the band, and I thank Craig for including me in the interview.
Yeah, because
Hey,
we listened to it for three times straight after we heard the first time
hey,
around. This is a
hey,
beautiful record to celebrate your 40th anniversary as a band, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was fun to actually super fun to record it because this time we just every idea was actually taken into account. At the end of the day, we had like 23 tracks on the table, and we all loved them. And without, put it that way, without the help of the producer team and the management, the band would probably have split up because we crushed our heads because of the running order. So, yeah, it was definitely a luxury problem this time.
Hard work.
But the bright side is you could send us into the studio tomorrow, and we would be able to record a great album right away because the songs are already there. So yeah, all good.
Oh, awesome. So did it take a bit of time for you guys to actually pick the right songs for this record then?
Yeah, that's what I just mentioned. If the band would be involved only, so then probably we would kill ourselves because of that. It's it's impossible to find a a good mixture if you're only as a band deciding. So you have to actually rely on people out there that you trust. Like we trust our producer team, we trust our management. In the management, there are six Halloween fans. So you make them listen to all what we got, and everybody does a list, and you hope to have those songs which make a perfect album. If I say a perfect album, I mean an album that I like. I'd love to go listening through, like the flow of the album, not picking one particular song or that particular, but listen to the whole album, like I used to do back in the days when I bought a CD or my vinyl. I was keen to get back home, light a cigarette, and listen to that new album.
Yeah, yeah.
And we still got, I think we still got 50%, if not more, of people who are actually doing exactly that. You know, so the album is the flow is very important, and this
Oh,
is something that
fantastic.
the band itself should not actually decide on that one. It's like it's impossible because everybody. I mean, I've written 4 songs for the album, which 4 songs of the album which are on the album, but overall I've written 11 songs for this album.
Oh,
So
wow.
now you tell me to pick a baby of mine. So I would rather defend all my songs because they are all my babies, and this happens for each and every songwriter. So at the end of the day, it would be a struggle to find the perfect solution because no songwriter is objective on his own song. That's impossible. So you need help from the outside.
Oh, beautiful. Because you definitely have some great highlights of your own on that record, on this record, of course, especially the two that I really like. A little is a little enough. And of
A
course,
little
this
is a
is
little too much.
Tokyo,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
which is the first single. Were you surprised that that was chosen as the first single, Andy?
Yes and no. I mean, the explanation was quite clever because they said we need a song which is great for mainstream that makes people who are not into metal maybe listen up and enter the metal world. And a song like This Is Tokyo is probably that's one of those songs that probably possibly could catch some rock but not metal fans to come into our metal league, so to say. And as an opener, an entrance door, and hopefully when they enter the Halloween world, they will still like songs like the typical speed metal songs that we do, like Giants on the Run or Majestic or all these songs on this album. But you need an opener, a door opener, and I think Tokyo is a good door opener. To the same time, it's controversial, so it's polarizing. The typical Halloween fans will definitely talk about it. There's 50% say hooray and yay, and there's another 50% who go like, what the fuck did they do now? Why would they why would they release This Is Tokyo for the first single? That's not typical Halloween. And I always have to add, yeah, but I want out or into or Forever and One or If I Could Fly or Future World. These are not typical Halloween either. It's like that's pop metal.
It's very
But
different.
these are the door openers, and I think it's very important that we have these door openers out there again to get more people into our metal world.
That's right. Yep, 100%. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's a gamble. It's a gamble, you know. But
Really,
as we always say, better negative press than non-press.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
All news is good news. I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about I'm not sure if I'm asking the right person. Sorry, but the guitar work, it's brilliant.
Mhm.
It's just fantastic. Some of that tapping and all those things. I was wondering, do they stick to the amp distortion or do they use a form of enhancement like a pedal or something? I'm as dumb as a dog. But
Yeah,
yeah, any particular.
yeah. It's actually not. It's not post-production. It's definitely pre-produced. So
Yeah.
it's pedals. Most of the times, some whammies here and there. I remember, but the main weapon was the Eventide 3000.
Oh,
That
cool.
was the main. That was actually Sasha. He was actually ripping it out of his 80s board. So and
I'm a
he was
big fan of bass. Just
yeah,
well, I'm
and
not a
he was
guitar
sweating it
person.
off. Tell me again?
I'm not a guitar huge fan of playing the guitar because I play
Yeah,
bass. Doesn't matter about me, of course, but
yeah,
just where I'm coming from.
yeah. Well, I have to say it's much more easy to post product in Pro Tools, for example. So you record your guitar and you do the sound in the machine, digital. But we all know it sounds different. You can do a great job, but it still sounds not as good as the real world. So if you know what you're doing
That's
and you have before the recording, when you know your stuff, then an eventide, a real eventide, is an unbeatable weapon. So, and Sasha is one of those guys, he loves to do that shit now in the real world and then record it and
That's
not wait
right.
until, you know. So, yeah, but both ways are possible. For us, we're just happy to have somebody, someone like Sasha who's loving to experience like and experiment with the real old 80s world. There's so many fantastic effects which you still cannot have on the Pro Tools on the digital domain. It's still not there.
Yeah, you can have any amount of pedals and it's not you sort of thing. You know,
Yeah,
it's the person who's actually creating the art that's the real master.
absolutely. But as I said, I mean, if you could actually rely on your producer and he would try to find some effects in the digital world. There are some tons of great effects, but they don't sound the way the real stuff
Yeah.
sounds. It's like you cannot beat the analog stuff. Still not. Maybe with the years to come, now we get into these. What's the right word? What's the name for it?
AI.
Yeah, AI too, but this quantum computer.
Oh, really?
So the quantum computing is so much faster than you probably can copy real effects from, for example, like the Eventide from the 80s. You'll have that power, that computer power in the future, but it still will take another few years. Now, in the very moment, no, it sounds still different in the digital domain. It doesn't sound bad, that's not what I'm saying, but it's missing the depth. The three-dimensional stuff, it's not there, still not there. With quantum computing, it will change. So I enjoy the last 5 or 10 years we have without quantum computing
Hey,
and
Yeah.
enjoy my real stuff out there, you know.
I'm a huge fan of analog myself. You know, I just think
Absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Because we definitely want the real art out there, don't we?
We try to. I mean, on the other hand, you can replicate it, but we are back to the digital domain. You can replicate the real art in the box, in the DAW, in the digital audio workstation. But it's never the same than the real world. It's never, it can't be, still not. As I say, I'm a bit scared of the quantum computing because then lots of these things will be possible in the digital domain. But nevertheless, what I definitely will not do is sell my analog gear because I love to have it like in front of me. I mean, this is something like
That's
you could
right.
compare it with you could compare it with a vinyl.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an album out there and there's a CD and a vinyl available, I buy the vinyl
Oh, for
I
sure.
agree. Yep. Yep. I agree.
simply because I love it. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm talking
yeah.
Oh, that's all
No,
right.
I'm good.
about.
How good is it the final is back though?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I know. I never thought that that would ever happen though. Did you, Andy?
To a
Not
certain
that it
extent, I
ever
thought
really
it.
left, but it's come back in such a big way now, hasn't it?
Yeah, because on the other hand, you have to see, first of all, us boomers, we still remember. And if possible, you want to have these glorious old days back. So you find yourself suddenly buying a vinyl player and you go like, what the fuck am I doing now? Yeah, it's a great thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a vinyl player in 2025 because I love it, you
Yeah.
know, and because there's some albums available again. Even the new albums. I mean, we never stopped printing vinyl. Never.
I always find, sorry, me, I always find the vinyl these days doesn't really match up to the old vinyls. Like they used to have a lot of background noise and scratches and pops and all that, and I think that's great for a record album. It creates a reality to it, sort of.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. You see it, you touch it, it's real,
That's
and
right.
that gives you a sense of value. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's the
does.
right description. Yeah.
And one
Whereas
thing yeah, go.
yeah, when I sit in front of like Apple Music or Spotify, there's no sense of value. Yes, the song is there. Yes, I listen to it. I enjoy it. But that value of like really having it in my hands, look at it as like the vinyl, I see, oh, that's the song from here to there. Oh, and that's my other favorite song here, the second song. That's the one. It's physical. I see it. I have it. It's there. And I put it into my collection, and it's a different thing.
Yeah,
It's
it
I
is.
don't know, it warms my heart, and the digital shit, there's nothing that warms my heart.
It's
No,
Period.
just there, but not there. Yeah,
yeah. And
Yeah.
one thing great about vinyl, it enhances the album cover,
Yep.
which is what you guys do well. You're like Iron Maiden and Megadeth. You know how to produce an album cover, and you've produced another one, a great one with this album cover too. But of course, the mascot's got his head off. He's got his head in his hand, mate. How did the concept of that come about?
Well, it's that story about giants and monsters, whereas we could be the giants, but we have the daily struggle fighting against the monsters, the little monsters in our head, or little real monsters out there. Um, and the artist was, I mean, I actually I laughed my ass off, because when I asked him the end, why is he having his head, the pumpkin in his hand? I said, yeah, well, on the fight, you always have to take care not to lose your head. So, okay.
fair enough.
Oh, brilliant. Go for it.
Cool.
Oh, it's an awesome cover, man. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. But that question arose actually. Why does he has his head in it's like in his hand? It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, don't lose your head.
Don't lose your head. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I really ask myself if he's smoking the good stuff or the bad stuff. But yeah.
Only tobacco.
Speaking about smoking,
Ah, go
Yeah,
for it,
go
sir.
for it, mate. You're most welcome
yeah,
to.
mate,
You've well and
that's
truly
my
earned it.
my afternoon cigar.
Why not?
Why not, mate? You relax and enjoy.
Remember, you're talking to
Oh,
Australians.
I'm actually since 10 years I'm smoking cigars. I'm off cigarettes, because cigarettes will constantly ruin my voice.
Yeah,
And cigars, you don't inhale, that you to don't take it in, so it's not as damaging. It's definitely not more healthy.
I'll go for it.
But you know that saying, right? If the people see you smoking cigars, they go like, "Oh, it's much more healthy than smoking cigars." And I said, "So you're saying cigarettes? So you're saying cigarettes are healthy?" Oh, that's not what I meant. So it's less damaging.
That's a good call. That's a
No
good
worries.
call.
Well, let's talk about you as a vocalist now.
Yeah.
Come to think of you talking about vocals, how is it now? Because in the last two albums now, you're singing songs as three vocalists now. How's that come? How's that been for you? And of course, your two other vocalists coming together as a one unit now. That must
Yeah,
be
I mean,
fantastic.
it is, because if you take it on like easy, and you just tell yourself, what is the most important thing in your life? Being a member of a band. And for me, I can say, and for my boys as well, the most important thing is the band. That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Back
Yeah.
back in the day, back in the days, you would go like, yeah, that's like your ego says, well, I'm the most important person. And then the other member would say, yeah, but I'm responsible for the success of the band, blah, blah, blah. You know that bullshit. So, but realizing, I think you're getting mature with the years, and you realize it's not you, it's not your name, but it's the band. That's the brand. So the most important thing is make the band great. And it doesn't matter if me or Michael or Kai or whoever sings more or less on the album. It's all about which song sounds better with whom. And at the end of the day, I'm only singing 30% on the album. It doesn't matter as soon as it helps the band, because I'm part of the band. So I have nothing to lose, only to gain. And this is something what you realize with the years. Getting older is a good thing sometimes. Back in the days, I wouldn't have described it that way. Back in the days, I would say, the most important thing is that I have my songs on the album because I write the better songs, blah, 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 bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these days are over. These days are over. I mean, if you're not mature with 60, when will you become mature? You know?
Yeah,
So
you could be like
this time we decided to go into the studio, record all songs with all voices. So Michael sang the whole album, I sang the whole album. Kai was singing even 3 or 4 songs completely. And then we told the producers to actually choose what they like best. Don't, I mean, there's no Andy, there's no Michael Kiske in your bag. Just choose what you like best. And if it's more Andy, it's okay. If it's more Michael, it's okay. If you find the perfect mixture 50-50, even the better. But do the best for the songs. And that's what they did. And for Michael and myself, I can say we had a great life because we were every day going down to the beach. And in the evening, we called it a day, went up to the studio, listened to the final results. And most of the times it was great.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
that's
nothing like
how
it.
you can do it, and there's no stress. When there's no ego involved, it's life is good.
Definitely. Definitely.
Well, you've produced an amazing album, Andy. You
Mm.
really have.
Thank you.
This is a great record. I mean, we're going to be listening to it as many times as possible before it comes out. And we definitely said we're going to buy it as well because,
Hey, I'll buy the
I
vinyl.
yeah, we
appreciate
want
the
to hear
words, mate.
we want to hear the bonus track as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are quite a few. As I just told you, there are 23 songs all over the place here. So 10 ended up on the album, and there's another 13 in the pipeline. So yeah, lots of shit to listen to.
And
We certainly will not release 13 songs as B-sides bonus tracks. Definitely not gonna happen.
who have been your most vocalists that have inspired you the most?
I'd say Rob Halford from Priest,
Wow.
Ronnie James Dio,
Yep.
a little bit of Paul Stanley when it comes to the party shouting, um, a little bit of the Sweet. The Sweet were for me the first real hard rock band, and even maybe some of the first after Black Sabbath, one of the first bands who really brought up that metal vibe, and probably the first band I ever listened to, which were playing speed metal. Set Me Free, Set Me Free, ooh, Set Me Free. The Sweet, real double bass speed metal. And this
It's
was 74. So, wow.
in the day, no
Yeah,
doubt.
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
And that's
these
one
were,
thing a lot of people don't pick. They
Hmm?
don't realize they did that back then.
Yeah, they did. Listen, there are several songs, speed metal kind of, but listen to Set Me Free from the Sweet. It's like you go like, wow, okay. This could be, honestly, this could be something like Halloween, but 12, 13 years earlier. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And we were listening to it. I mean, Kai and Waiki and I and Marcus, and we were all like this, and like they even have the Halloween twin double solo parts, like and we're like, what the fuck? This is a Halloween song.
Yeah.
Honestly, listen, it's unbelievable.
Head
The
of the
Sweet.
top.
Halloween
Rest
have
in peace,
always
Nelly.
Halloween have always been the great sidekicks almost to some of the other bands, but not really. You know, they've been named as supports a lot, and but you guys have really built yourselves well and created what you've created as your own brand and your own thing. And I kind of don't know where I'm going with this, but I just think you've achieved a lot, and you should pat yourselves on the back because no one else has done it the same way you've done it.
We should pat ourselves on our backs for being stubborn.
That's right.
Well, would you guys say that you in a way pioneered power metal as well?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely, I think the band is definitely a big part of it. So yes, but probably not guilty as a sole person here or sole band here. I think there were quite two or three other bands who prepared something like speed metal on the way, parallel to ourselves. Um, but I recognize that Halloween is definitely one very important part in that whole evolution. I would reckon, yes. So Michael, Michael Weikers definitely together with Kai Hansen, these guys were definitely bringing in the first speed metal ideas and combine it with melody, so melodic speed metal. Yeah, I would consider the two of them and Marcus, the bass player as well, certainly. And rest in peace, Ingo Schwichtenberg, the drummer back in the days. He was probably the most important part of that evolution because he was capable of playing that shit. So yeah, yes, I would consider them as the pioneers of melodic speed metal. I would not consider myself being part of that. I knew Michael Weikert back in the days. He was already a friend of mine, and I was actually congratulating him for that because I realized back in the days that is something new, that is something that people would love. But I was already with my band going on with Pink Cream 69 back in the days. So yeah, they are definitely the pioneers of melodic speed metal. There are other bands to mention, I think, another one or two bands next to them, but probably the most important band was Helloween because they made golden records, like with the Keeper of the Seven Keys from beginning on. So they are recognized as the most famous, put it that way. If they are the most important, I don't know, but the most famous, yes.
Thank you.
I think you're very important for sure. There's no doubt
Yeah,
about
later on, maybe to kind of bring the band back to metal. When I joined the band, I had this discussion with Waiki and Marcus, and they were a bit afraid and scared because after the Chameleon album, what happened there. And I think I was the only guy who was telling them why. Why you have a great album like a Chameleon album, but to the same time, it's a great album for the wrong audience. And you should have sold it to Bon Jovi or something like that, and he would have made a #1 hit with it, but not under the name of Halloween. I mean, you have to keep rolling rock and roll metal and speed, and yes, you are allowed to do some hard rock songs in between, as we all know, like I Want Out, Future World, and all that stuff. It's more hard rock, but you have to stay on that speed metal train. That's the main corporate identity for Halloween, put it that way. And if you throw that corporate identity into the bin, lots of people will hate you. With every respect, because everybody would come up and it's like, I'm fan of that band, and suddenly they play pop rock music. What's wrong here?
I was talking to Craig tonight about Metallica, for example, and not sorry to bring them up, but um, that everything they've created has always been criticised, and I think there's always fans who will criticise every band, and fans
Absolutely.
who will
I'm
love it.
quite aware. But I think the most important thing is that bands find back to their track. That's I would never sentence uh, a band who tries to break out for an album.
That's right.
That's a nice excursion, holidays, or adventure, name it, whatever, however you name it. As long as they go back to their yeah to their main strength, what makes them great or what made them great. Some bands never did that and probably lost, but Metallica, for example, for me, they always did. They
They
always
always
did. They
they always produce
yeah.
something great. And Halloween, a fundamental of any metal collection anywhere.
Yep, sometimes you have to break out, I think. It's as a musician, you sometimes have a feeling of different vibes going on, and then you write in a different direction. And when you end up with only, let's say, only 12 songs for the upcoming album, 12 songs you love, but because you are in a different life situation or you're depressed or whatever happened in your life, these songs don't sound the way they used to sound. So this upcoming album will probably be a disappointment for lots of fans out there.
No,
But maybe with
you
the
really have
years, it
the
will find you.
you really have the energy there with this album, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, in this album, sure. In this album, everything runs down smoothly. And this is a learning process as well. Also, the luxury to have 5 songwriters in the band. So what could go wrong, honestly? Okay, it could go wrong that
Don't think
there are
much
two,
will go.
not much could. So yeah, put it that way.
It's a great album, no doubt about it. I'm just
Yeah, this album, nothing went wrong, if you ask me.
that's
It
right.
was smooth,
Yeah.
was smooth sailing.
From start to end, it is not easy listening music, which some people may expect. I don't know who, but I think from start to end, it's an album that does flow and it's really enjoyable. It's
Great.
really
And it takes you on a journey as well, which is important.
Yeah, love to
story.
hear that. Nice one. Good one. Yeah, that's what you always try. Sometimes you achieve, sometimes you don't. But I think on this album we did it, definitely. But thanks to all these songs recorded, again, I repeat myself. We had the luxury problem of having way too many songs, which to the same time gives you the possibility to hopefully find that perfect mixture of an album. So if you
Fantastic
say,
stuff. Oh,
love to
well,
hear it.
We're
oh,
very
beautiful.
grateful. We're very
Well,
grateful.
hopefully we're going to see you in Australia soon then.
Yes, I always mention to your fellow colleague, I've seen it for the next year on the TBA list. So they are in talk. They are in talk.
Oh, beautiful.
The,
Well, we'd love to see you, Andy.
the money makers are in talk.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, the money makers. They
So
are
I'll ask
decided.
you one more question, mate, and it is, what is the best thing about metal?
The best thing about metal, besides being my favorite music since I was a little boy, that it's still there. that
A nice one.
that that we are still up and running and traveling the whole friggin' world. Best thing about metal is maybe that I remember 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they were telling the people metal is dead. And the last album, we hit several number ones with the whole album in the whole friggin' world. So, yeah, rock on.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, beautiful, mate. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you,
Congratulations
guys.
on this new album. It's called Giants and Monsters. The band is Halloween. And of course, it's going to be out on the 29th of August. Thank you very much, Andy.
And take a
Thank
bow
you,
in
guys.
Melbourne, please.
Have a good one. Have a good night, I would say, huh?
Yeah. Well,
You
it's
too,
going to
sir.
hit midnight soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. We have like 2:30. So
Oh,
2:30 in the
2:30.
middle. Yeah.
Sun's still out.
Sweating,
No worries.
sweating my ass off in the moment because we just have the Kalima sandstorm coming,
Wow.
which means a desert heat and sand coming over to the islands.
Oh,
Could be
really?
nice. Yeah, it depends on. When it's too much, it's not enjoyable. If it's like decent, it's very nice.
No worries. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day then, mate.
You too, guys. Oh, the rest of your night.
No
Yeah,
worries.
thanks,
Thank you
mate.
very much for your time, mate.
You guys.
See you,
Bye.
mate. Bye.
Take care.
See ya. Thank you so much for watching this interview here on Flying the Metal Flag. I really hope you enjoyed it, and so does Ben. So we would greatly appreciate it if you click the like button, or even better, subscribe to this channel, because there's so many interviews that are coming soon. So please stick around for them and even more, and even the ones that are here already. So please take care and keep it excessive, but most of all, let your metal flag fly high,